Hey, how's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. So I wanted to show you guys exactly how I go about editing my photos for vector art, okay? Because there's a difference between editing a photo for Instagram and then editing a photo because you know that you're gonna bring out some colors or highlights and shadows and you're gonna be turning it into 2D artwork. And this is something that I think about a lot before I edit and export my photos. So let's just get straight into it. We did a absolutely fucking awesome shoot with Liam, Mike, and Faye. It was super creative actually, and to be honest, I'm really happy that we were able to execute it at such a high level. Going through these photos, they have such great potential to create really cool lighting, especially when it comes to the contrast and the highlights. Fuck me, he nailed the focus, dude. You guys are gonna love this video. These ones here were just insane. So Liam's actually edited a lot of these already. It's ridiculous. It's fucking raw, bro.
I know. It's raw.
It's fucking raw.
Raw. I reckon.
Oh, that's fucking clean too.
The thing is, you don't want to over edit these because we've set up the shot so much within pre-production that you don't really need to edit it that much.
I don't really want to vectorize one with these rainbow flares in it, only because it's really hard to vectorize. The rainbow kind of fades perfectly into one another. And so like, where do you draw the line from one color to the other, and how do you make it actually integrate with the image smoothly? Do you know what I mean?
Was that a pun?
Which?
Where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line? No, that's what actually, yeah, no. Well, it's like a double entendre, you know? Like, where do you actually draw the fucking line?
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
actually, where do you draw
like,
the
where
line?
would you, and where do they, like, that's what I think.
Where do you draw the line?
Yeah, I just don't think these rainbow flares in vector would actually suit the overall image. I mean, I could always just leave the rainbow flares out and then just decide which, oh, that one there, perfect. All right, we found the one. I like that a lot. So when I'm editing my photos, I really like to look for shadows and highlights, because I've come to realize over the past couple years when making vector art that contrast in lighting really looks good. Not only that, but when your shadows are really dark, you have the ability to use a lot bigger shapes, and you find that the highlights actually bring out the form of whatever it is you're vectorizing, whether it's a person as a subject, as you can see here on Faye's face. If I was to make the shadows a little bit darker, then all of a sudden now we can't really see the details in the left side of her face, nor can we see it in her hair, which will look cool because the colors over here versus the colors in the back are actually going to blend in, which means the light that's bouncing off the side of her face is what's going to give us the form of the model. I do like this blue edit. I'm not too sure if I want it to be this blue or not. Increase the exposure slightly and then bring down the blacks. I mean, most of the editing is done within the preset. That's why these boys' presets are just so fucking good. And this isn't even sponsored. They didn't ask me to do any of this shit. I just genuinely use their presets every single time I jump on Lightroom. Does it potentially inhibit my creativity? I don't know. Does it?
Probably.
Probably
not.
No, it's amazing because I would never be able to make these photos look like this. And it means that when I go to make vector art out of it, it's gonna look 10 times fucking better. So playing around with it a little bit more, as you can see, as I bring down the contrast, you get more of like a flat tone across the whole image. If I bring it up, now we can start to get some nice strong whites. I want to easily be able to see when I'm vectorizing where the light bounces off her nose, her mouth, even her eyes and stuff. So I'm currently liking this. Liam, what do you think about it? Is it too blue?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I'm going for like a bit more of like a film noir. You know, imagine like some text at the bottom.
Just make it black and white.
Yeah, true. If you ever think about making black and white vector art, always make it with color, and then you can always change it in the color correction to black and white, and it'll pick out the actual hues of each color that you've used and just convert it to its respective black and white combo.
I'd probably go for a bit more of an orangey
Ooh,
vibe.
Okay.
Personally, but
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's the
want.
best part about vector art, because like, it's not an image anymore, it's an artwork. So like, if it was a bit more blue or a bit more, it doesn't matter. It's fucking art, it's subjective.
Yeah.
I get angry at you guys.
Fucking art.
I'm like, it's fucking art, all right? I mean, I do like that as well, a bit more natural. Or natural, but I'm gonna be honest, I do prefer this kind of blue fucking fuck off shit. Good articulation. Good articulation, CK. If I'm just looking around now, I'm pretty happy that I can't see a lot of the detail on her bodysuit. I'm also pretty happy that I can't see much of the curtains, which is nice. Brushing in the eye is actually gonna just help us get the colors that we need when we're doing this part. And I feel like the eyes are going to be the hero of the image, I feel. I don't want to increase it too much. Maybe like that. Holy fuck, she looks like a demon now. Okay, maybe too much. Too much. Abort mission. Yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, that looks way better. So I'm actually really happy with this edit. I think it's gonna look really clean if done properly. So let's export it. This artwork probably took me about 3 hours or so to make, and I was really happy with the result of it. I think the way that we edited it made that it came out clean in terms of the highlights and the shadows and the integration with the actual background and the model. I'm gonna be honest, I like the blue. I think it gives off a different kind of vibe. It's just not your standard vector art portrait. It kind of makes it a bit more interesting. And then with the addition of Faye's logo overlaying through the middle of it in a vertical format, I think looks clean as well, because where it does overlap, it gives a bit more saturation. And I think it just adds exactly what the artwork needed. I hope this was an informative tutorial for you guys. I really just wanted to show you my thought process on how I go about editing something, or when I have an idea and a vision, how I go about actually turning it into a reality, and then the vector art itself afterwards. I am going to bring out a tutorial exactly on how I've been making my recent vector art, because I know a lot of you have been asking for it, and my previous tutorials are a little bit outdated now. So keep an eye out for those. Hit subscribe if you want to actually keep up to date with the content that I make. Come over to Instagram if you want to see some of the client work that I post and some of the other artworks as well. I've got Patreon if you want to support me as a creator. Life's tough out there. And also the Discord, where we've been really growing our community and kind of getting everyone involved with the vector art. As I said, I hope I taught you something. And if you've got any questions, leave it in the comments below. Much love for me. We've got some awesome content coming out from me and the boys soon, so get keen for that. But that's pretty much it.
What?
What do you think?
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! This is what? Nah, this is insane. Also with my logo.
Yeah, it's got your logo in there, kind of like
Holy fuck!
in your face, baby.